It was one of those days when you probably remember where you were when you heard the news. Brian Clough passed away on the 20th of September 2004. Of all places, I was in Paris. Long before the days of easily accessible Wi-Fi, I had to make my way to an internet cafe and booked a slot there in order to update the tribute website. A few days later, I managed to get home in time for the tribute event in Nottingham's Old Market Square. And then a few weeks later was the memorial service at Pride Park, where in terrible weather I reported for the BBC.
Among the sporting figures due to pay tribute tonight is the former cricketer Jeff Boycott. Let's talk again to Marcus Alton, who is still, unfortunately, sorry about this Marcus, outside Pride Park and in the pouring rain. Brian Clough was a big admirer of Jeff Boycott, wasn't he?
Yes, that's right. Over the years, Jeff Boycott became a good family friend, and Brian Clough was always very fond of cricket.
And one of my favourite tributes came from Clough's friend Jeff Boycott, who summed up Clough's genius.
He was provocative and fascinating, but he had a clear picture of the way he wanted his teams to play football, which was on the floor, passing the ball with great defence. His teams often won the Fair Play League, and yet they still won trophies. And it wasn't luck that brought his teams success and himself success. 2 league championships with different clubs, Derby in 72, Nottingham Forest in 78, 4 League Cups and 2 European Cups. No, it was a unique style of management that we had never seen before.
In an earlier Green Jumper pod, I spoke to Cloughie defender Paul Hart, and he paid this tribute.
Everybody knew their job and knew what was expected of them. He was simplistic in many ways, but had massive values. And interestingly enough, when I went into coaching and I went to coach kids for the first time at Leeds, I was academy manager and I didn't know where to start. I hadn't coached youngsters anymore, but I started. So what I did was I took the Nottingham Forest values and nicked them all. You know, like don't feign injury, don't swear at referees, don't pull shirts, you know, get up, you know, say yes, please, no, thank you, because, you know, we got all that. So I took that into Leeds and I started. That's how we were going to look going forward. So we're not just going to produce top footballers, which ultimately we did do, but we're going to produce decent people, humble, you know, who behave properly.
Coming up soon, there'll be a special podcast looking back at Clough's days in Middlesbrough. You can also see more tributes and read about more memories on the tribute website, brianclough.com. I'm Marcus Alton, the editor of the site, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon and sharing more memories about the great man in the green jumper.